Blossom here. Today I'm going to show you another way of making my favorite vegetable, lady's finger. This is with potato. Let's start. So in a pan, I'm going to add some oil. Now usually when you make bhindi, you need a lot of oil. This recipe does not call for a lot of oil. Now the oil is hot. I'm putting the cumin, let it sizzle a little bit. And then I'm going to add 4 cloves of finely chopped garlic. So in this, there's going to be very less oil while making the bhindi because I've already cooked the potato separately. And if you've seen my potato recipe or potato fry recipe, you'll know how I cook the potato. And the reason why I did that is because when I used to make it with the bhindi, I used to see that the salt does not enter the potato properly. And then we end up adding more salt to balance the salt in the potato. So I normally fry it separately, means I cook the potato separately and then I add it to the bhindi after the bhindi gets cooked. So that's what I've done. If you want to know how I do it, please refer to my potato bhaji recipe. The garlic has slightly cooked or browned. I'm going to add 1 large onion chopped. Now I'm adding a little salt just for the onions. Remember, you're not supposed to add salt while cooking the bhindi because what happens is because there's less oil in the recipe, the bhindi starts giving out a lot of that sliminess and it takes longer to cook. So I normally don't add salt while cooking the bhindi or the lady's finger. Only after it cooks and the sliminess is gone do I add. I've cut the lady's finger this thick. Normally I don't cut it this thick, I cut it thinner than this, but today I'm cutting it this thick because I just wanted to make a little difference in the normal way of cooking. As you can see, the onions have changed color. I will not fry it completely because it's going to continue cooking with the lady's finger as well. So I'm going to put the lady's finger. This is around ½ kilo. Do not add salt at this stage, even if you get tempted to add salt. And if you put a lid on it now, the color of the lady's finger will change, but the lady's finger will cook faster. So the choice is yours. If you want the lady's finger to cook faster, put a lid on at this stage. If you want to retain the color of the lady's finger, you'll have to cook it for a little longer without putting a lid. So that's what I'm going to do. Now as you can see, there's a little slime coming out. I don't know whether it's visible on film. It didn't become slimy because I didn't add salt. I don't like it slimy because if you add salt and by the time you cook the lady's finger with salt in it, that sliminess takes so much time, the bhindi just gets overcooked. So the whole nutrients, everything is gone. So I prefer to cook it this way. Now if you watch some people when they make lady's finger, they add lime juice. And I feel when you add lime juice, you're adding water. It's liquid. So again, the sliminess will come. And some people add dry mango powder, which is another sour ingredient. But what happens by the time the lady's finger cooks, the dry mango powder gets burnt. So that's the reason why I do it this way. But this is worth it. Don't stir it too much because once the lady's finger starts cooking, it might start breaking off. So stir it with a very light hand. So I've been cooking this, stirring occasionally for almost 5 minutes on very high heat. It's on high heat. I didn't reduce the heat. If at all you have some other job to do, don't leave it on high heat and walk away. It's going to get burnt and then it's going to be a disaster. Now, continuing with the recipe, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a hole in the center of the pan, moving away the lady's fingers to the edges. I'm going to put some turmeric powder and pour some oil into it in the center so that the turmeric cooks in it. And now to the same oil I'm going to add chili powder. This is as per your taste. Do you like it spicy or not? Cook that too. Chili powder actually doesn't need a lot of oil, you just have to warm it up. And now I'm going to reduce the heat. Mix it in. I'm going to add freshly ground coriander seeds and I put a little fennel in it as well because I find garam masala, when I put garam masala, it becomes too much. So I just put fennel seeds when I'm powdering the coriander. I always use fresh coriander powder. I don't use store-bought or previously made. And I'm just dry roasting it because you can see there's no oil in the center here. And then mixing it in. So at this stage, I'll be adding the potatoes that I had cooked separately. And I'll add salt now. Stir that in. Be very careful. The potato is cooked. Lady's finger is also cooked. If you stir vigorously, it might all break and then there's no fun. It'll just be a mash. So be careful. Then I'm going to add some kasuri methi, dried fenugreek leaves. Lastly, for some sour or tartness to it, I'm going to add some dry mango powder. If you don't have dry mango powder, you can always use lime juice as well. And that's it, guys. The recipe is done. You can eat this with chapatis. You can eat this with hot rice. I'm going to eat it with lime rice today and pickle. That's my lunch today. That's it, guys. The recipe is done. Please do try it. And if you do, please let me know in the comments below if you liked it. Until next time, bye.